Well, Rockstars, it's about time for us to retire here in Worker Simulator. You might ask, what do I mean by that? I mean the fact that this is going to be the finale. So let's open off being a police officer. Get out of here, bum. And, well, let's go over why it's the finale. Get out of here. Give me that $50 you're gonna pay. Oh, I ran out of ammo. Ah! He's getting close. Shotgun it. Oh, thank you for the $50, sir. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we don't have many things left to do here in Worker Simulator, actually, surprisingly. One of those things is to get the scientist job for $10,000. We're currently at $6,300, so we're making a little bit of money through police officers and our passive income. But that's the only job left for us to actually straight up become. Outside of that, we have, what, I think 2, maybe 3 businesses to purchase, and that's it. That's the entire game outside of exploring the mafia, which we can't do because, well, we joined the police force, not knowing we couldn't get fired. Like, I literally killed civilians, and I couldn't get fired from the police force, so I don't know what's up about that, but I couldn't explore joining the mafia. That's the only thing in this entire game we're not going to actually explore. We might have a few more than 3 businesses left. We have this one. This is the Samurai Shop for $45,000. I know we have one more business in this town as well. If I believe I come all the way down here to Mr. Ron, or Ron restaurant. I don't know what it's supposed to say. It literally just says Ron, but it's a restaurant. It's the most expensive restaurant, I think, for $200,000. So that'd be $20,000. Yeah, $200,000. Oh yeah, and there's this one for $100,000 that we still have to purchase as well. So businesses are our main issue right now. So I think the only way we can really boost our money to get to the point where we can afford those is to get the scientist job, because we don't know how much that pays. So even though I think the miner and the maid are somewhat equal in terms of pay, I think it's really just dependent on what type of mine you get. So do you get more coal, iron, or diamond type, or do you get more of the bigger, smaller messes? I think the maid is more consistent, even though I think when you do it right, you do get a bigger payout as the miner. So we're gonna go with this, and we only need about 3 grand, so this shouldn't take a super long time, but we need to build up that money at, oh, that's the wrong, we need a broom here. We need to build that money as quick as possible. I'm just really hoping that the scientist is, I don't know if it even needs to be an easy job like this, or the button pushing for producer. I just need it to be consistent and high in money making. Oh, the TV's on. I don't like this. So annoying. Come here. Do we get money for turning the TV off? We do. $30 for turning a staticky TV off? That is nuts. Nuts? What did I just say? That's weird. I'll take it though. $30 is $30. Finally, a big mess. Give me that $30 for this. And 35. That's even better. Love those big messes. Sometimes we start getting groups of 2 or 3 of them. The longer you hear, the better, or the dirtier the messes are, and the faster they reappear. So you just start making more money the longer you work as the maid, which is awesome. Alright, just over $10,000 acquired. Let's go get the last purchasable everyday job. Hello, Mr. Scientist. You even have a special color. Scientist robe. Ooh. Buy every job equipment. We have indeed done that, so we can now work as a scientist. What is this still? We've looked at this before. The undefined cube. What is this? $25 million. That's just nuts. How do you expect to get that much money? Either way, I'm super excited. We actually have a brand new job. Been a couple episodes since we've had one, so let's go see what this guy's really gonna do and how much money we're gonna make off of this job. I hope it's quite a lot. Otherwise, we're still gonna have some waiting time before we can buy the next business at $45K, because I think that is the cheapest one. Alrighty, scientist robe. Task: study and mine the meteorite. You can spend mined resources on laser upgrades. This is definitely going to be interesting. Completed the challenge, work power. Apply to every tier 2 job at least once. Health research. Oh, is this like a layer 1 stone? So this is gonna be weird. Okay, so let's look around. What's this? This is right click. Select a capsule to insert. This is gonna be so weird. Oh, whoa. What is this? Craft? What if we just select components to craft? So we choose diamond? Nope. Another select the capsule to insert. Okay, do we press this button here? Oh, there we go. So that's how we start it. Is there a button on this side as well? There is. So we activate this one. There we go. Okay, so we get paid like $2 a second for each of this. Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, look at, oh, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So that's really weird. That's an interesting way to make the payout. I have no idea how to, the best way to track that though. But at that health bar though, what's going down? research is going down much slower. So do we get like a different layer, or does it go back to stone or stuff? Oh, wait, we can do stuff. Here we go. So wait, if I right-click emeralds and do this, no. Okay, what about stone? No, I still can craft with these things. Okay, that's really weird. So I guess we'll leave that for now. Almost finished here. I hope the lasers auto shut off. They do. Meteorite destroyed teleportation in 30 seconds. New meteorite teleported. This one definitely looks different. Let's go ahead and get the lasers up and going on this. All right, so this one is layer 2 coal. Interesting. I wonder eventually we'll just start making more money because we get farther into the meteorite's layer. I'm still not completely understanding the stuff on the sides, like the whole crafting or the select a capsule, because it said something about upgrades and stuff being on the side of it, but I'm just not sure. And there we go. Not enough components to craft. Minimum of 40 total. 40 what though? I don't know what that means. But at least, I mean, it's something better. At least we still don't. This is still just select a capsule to insert. I don't know what capsule you mean. Oh, it's layer 1 stone again. So there's only 2 layers, I think. If that's the case, you can spend mined resources on laser upgrades. But how? How? Is it only research? Okay, that's really interesting. I guess I just assumed they were both doing damage before, right? But we were just destroying it and researching it. We weren't getting any research. Maybe that's why we don't have anything. So let's just leave this here. We're up to $2,300, but without destroying it, we don't seem to make our $2 every click or second or whatever it is. Let's see what researching this thing does, and maybe this is how we'll get our actual upgrade. So we might need to do this a few times before we go into the whole... Ooh, good. It saves the stuff that we had in here as well. That's nice. Before we go into the whole destroying it from anything. Because if we can get laser upgrades first, that would be a big improvement. Let's go and activate the damaging laser here so we can knock out the layer 1 and just get that out of here. And we'll move on to layer 2 and get the research done on that. But I didn't get any capsules or anything either. So I'm still trying to figure out the exact parts of this. They're not capsules that I have to like go to the uni shop and straight up buy, right? I figured I would get them while here in the job, but I could be wrong about that. But I've searched the uni shop before a bunch. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Okay, so well, it looks like andesite, but it's still labeled as layer 2 coal. And now there's these green bars on the research. Level 1 research unlocked. Second layer is now mineable. Intriguing. Does that mean we can go beyond the second layer now? Is that what the upgrades do? That would be an interesting way to go at it. I'm gonna make sure we get all the research done first before we actually take out the health of this guy, because maybe we can get to a layer 3, maybe we can get some more money out of it, or I'm not sure yet. But we're still very far away from getting our overall 45 grand for the samurai shops. So the more we can mess around with the scientist shop here and try to make more money, probably the best thing for us. Research completed, bonus received. I think it's a money bonus because I don't get any items and I think my money jumped up there. We'll just go ahead and start working on layering this down for a level 2, and we'll see if we'll get a level 3 yet, if we have to continue researching it even more first. All right, so wait, this is different. Layer 1 basalt, layer 2 gold, but we just finished a layer 2. Things definitely are becoming different the more we research them. So I think we're going to continue just to research every single meteorite before we destroy it, no matter the level, layer, base, or anything. Alrighty. So 3 or 4 researches later, we have a layer 3 available for amethyst. Bonus, probably going to be more money to mine. Second, it's a new layer. Third, it's a resource on the crafting grid here that we already have on the grid. 2, we don't have any collected yet. Speaking of which, can I do any crafting of anything right now? Minimum, do we have to have like 40 of each item, right? So if I choose this, and this, like, does that work? I got a capsule! Basalt, +1 research speed, plus gold, 200 durability. Oh, so it has to be these. So if I do that again, there we go. Okay, so I think I understand. I think it's like these basic stone materials, these 4, right? They need 40 base, plus 40 of whatever gem you need of that research. So +1 research speed, plus 200 gold, plus 200 to gold durability, plus 1 stone mining. So they're not always the same. All right, so this is the research side. So research speed, 200 gold durability. So if we put this one here, okay, so wait, we have to put that there, but can we switch it out? Is that the way it works? I can take it out. Interesting. But you can't have more than one. So there's that. We're almost done with this section of research here. Plus 200 gold, plus 200 to durability, plus 1 mining speed. They're the exact same thing, actually. So let's just throw this in here. There we go. And research is so close to being done. Let's just activate the health laser and get destroying this third layer, which I believe should start pulling in amethyst for us. Or not. We're getting some stone or deep slate, but I'm not getting anything else. We might not be at that layer yet, because it looks like cobbled deep slate, but it says amethyst, so I'm not sure. So if it gives gold durability, does that mean it makes the gold that we mine on these meteorites more resistant to us? Is that what that means? That would make sense based off the way it's phrased. I'm not sure though. Hey, but we are getting amethyst. So if we choose this, and this, right? What do we get out of that? We get a different capsule, research speed, slate durability. Oh, that's way better. I don't care about slate, so let's switch these out. So give me that. And then these also have a timer, it seems. Do they capture stuff? Capsule. I mean, it makes sense. Let's throw that in here. Honestly, I don't know which is better, because it looks like it's either a durability use for how long it lasts, or it's like a filling meter. It getting filled up with stuff. The capsule's a broad scientific definition of a term. That was the wrong way to say that. Let's get to researching. What I mean, though, is that I could see a capsule as a transportation device, a booster device, or a just storage device. So I ain't really sure. Yes, we're gonna go with that type of English. We just gonna we done spoke the broken English done today. Forget being a scientist. We done redneck did done son of a gun. We don't gonna do this. Oh, we have 3 layers on here now. Sweet. This is awesome though, and there's a lot more research to do. I think we're gonna be stuck here for a little while trying to figure this out, but I'm just glad we are actually starting to make progress on it, and we understand the bonuses of the research. So I guess we'll see you guys when something exciting happens. Not exactly exciting, but plus 1 stone mining speed, plus 1 coal plus 1 research speed, and plus 1 mining speed. That is an interesting one. I only selected coal and this. So what? I wish I had emeralds. I really do, or more iron. Those would be helpful right now. So let's put this one basically plus 2 to mining speed and plus 1 coal research. I also should let one of these run out and see what happens. I think it probably just disappeared. So the diamonds, the emeralds, I mean, even iron and gold I'm struggling with. So I don't know if that's just luck of the draw, which meteorites we get and whatnot. Overall, I still can't make any new types of capsules. I'm only getting the exact same resources, and it seems that the type of capsules is dependent completely on what you use to craft it. We also have this neat little thing I haven't covered. We've actually had it for a couple episodes. It's the money-nometer. So once we right-click it, it will start a timer and just count everything that we make in terms of money. So it will actually give us how much we make per 30 seconds or minute or anything like that, unlike estimating it from our passport book. So let's see how much money we make with the mining laser active. 29 and 30. So we make $571 per minute, or $290 every 30 seconds. That's not bad, but that's also only while the laser is active. The mining laser specifically. It's still pretty good. I can't complain about it. We are up to almost 12 grand, so we're starting to make a decent amount of money in general with the more and longer that we mine. The $2 every second does make a difference. All right, so this one's iron and coal. Let's begin the research. And actually, which one is this? This one's almost broken. It's plus 1 coal research, iron, and 2 iron research. Okay, so that's actually good. Now, if we turn on the miner, so we can actually start working on this right away. And look how much faster. You can just hear the tick. And look at all the 3s. I think we just make $3 now. Actually, it's iron and coal, so that would make sense. But look, it's so fast. It's absolutely insane what that capsule research upgrade does. So I think we're probably going to stick to that one for now until we start getting, I guess, emeralds and diamonds, because we can't really craft anything else. I think I've tried most of the good combinations. This one's the regular stone that's about to be finished, but we have 50 grand. So we're going to, hold on, as soon as it's done being depleted, because it's just a regular stone, I'm not worried about research. We can now purchase the business of the samurais. There we go. And business acquired. So $30 periodic income plus 20% income from all sales. So this is where you get some of the, katana, hammer, hook. So this is your handheld weapons versus the underground store for the guns that we found. 8 attack damage, 1 attack speed, shoulder bayonet, net. That's insane. So let's take a look at our passport. Our total base periodic income is $88 now. Well, we got the 45 grand business. Now we got to get the 100 grand business, then the 200 grand business. At least each time we get a business, yeah, it's basically double. 45 to 100 is a little over double the value for the next business, and 100 to 200 is double the value. So it's a little iffy, but at least each business will carry us a little bit farther forward and actually help us get more money in the long run. So that's the big bonus. Plus the scientist does make us good money. All right, Rockstar, so this is the second, maybe third gold iron cube thing that we've got. So let's go ahead and blast that in there. You should be good. Yeah, plus gold 2 durability and iron research speed is basically, we've just got a bunch of these capsules. They're the best general use capsules I've seen so far overall, and we're getting somewhere. We're at nearly $50,000, so we're halfway to our next business. But I mean, we've seen a couple like gold blocks like I just said, but I mean, outside of that, not much has really changed with the scientific development. We get, I think, every once in a while some more amethyst tier 3 blocks than we did when we first started, but otherwise there's that much else going on. I'm really hoping there's a big boost of the periodic income with the $100,000 business. Otherwise, we're gonna be taking a while to get to that $200,000 business. I knew this was gonna take a minute, but it's definitely taking a good bit longer than I really expected it to. But at least the research is almost done, so we can actually fire up the damage laser and start mining it out. Oh, we're actually up to $5 a second now. Ooh, but that must be because it's the gold block. Still, that's really good. All right, Rockstars, literally hours or an hour. It's been a very long time later. It's not quickly to do this. So let's go ahead. Boom. Business acquired. Periodic income of $50. Periodic income is granted 20% faster. Oh, that's insane. So we're just gonna get it faster as well as just having a higher amount. So periodic income is currently 138. That is absolutely nuts and kind of insane, but at this point we just have to save up money to be able to buy this. I don't think there's another business in the other town. I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure this $200,000 business is the last thing that we need, and then we own and have worked at every job. Even though we haven't purchased every item, I don't care. That $25 million item, that's gonna drive me nuts unless we get $1 million a second from that last business. So currently $817 per minute. So we went up like $300 and something, and that's without the scientist build or scientist pay on top of that as well from using the laser mine. But we have to make all the way up to 200 grand, so I guess the grind does continue. Well, Rockstars, we finally have 202,000, enough for our $200,000 business. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Worker Simulator or Worker Simulator just in general, seriously, hit that like. What do you mean not enough money? What do you mean not enough? Wait, I did. Wait, 1, 2, 3. That's 100. 1, 2, 3. 100,000. It's $2 million. Are you kidding me? So I don't even have enough money for the final business, dude. It literally, I'm not even joking. This recording took me all day to get all 3 businesses purchased, or at least the 45 and the $100,000 business, and then we saved up another 200 grand for this business, and it took me literally like IRL all day. It was insane how long it took me. I don't think the businesses give you enough money, in my personal opinion, and that is insane, that the fact that this is a $2 million business, because this is the last business there is to buy. There's nothing in the other city. The only thing to buy after this would be the $25 million item in the uni shop, which would take infinite amount of time to buy. I guess so that's where we're gonna end off today's episode, which is really kind of disappointing. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you want us to come back and get this $2 million business? Because that would be it. So I don't know if it's really worth it, and we're not gonna get that anytime soon. It would take me like 2 days IRL to actually grind up that much money. I don't know how that's supposed to be possible in a legit playthrough. I don't see how you could do that and not just get bored, because there's not enough side activities for you to do. I guess if you weren't playing alone, it would be better, like the racing would work and whatnot. But leave a like, comment, subscribe down below if you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time, Rockstars. Peace.